What's the deal, man? How y'all doing? How you feeling? How you been? First and foremost, before I get into anything, I want y'all to go and stream, purchase, and download Blick Blick by Coyle Ray and Nicki Minaj. I'm just saying. So, this has been a really busy month. This has been a really productive, a really prosperous, everything positive. I've been booking a lot of different things. I've been doing a lot of different things behind the scenes. I won't speak on it just yet and spoil anything, but I've been putting together, damn, all this stuff on my lips. I've been putting together quite a plethora of things. A long listed, whether it's music, here on YouTube, my segment, or many other things. But I have a new project coming soon. I can't wait. I can't wait to share it with y'all because it's like I had so much fun writing it. By far blows my old project out of the water. Like, I feel so. But let's get into some things. This week's segment covers, I won't even say infidelity. Wandering eyes. Eye candy is not edible. It's this week's topic. Eye candy is not edible. I'm back with another episode of Teacup with Etuk, and this week's episode and topic will be as follows. Eye candy is not edible. Once again. What does that mean? I'll tell you. That girl's man is off limits. Damn. Y'all, I rolled up and come on now. I'm not canceling the video, so. That girl's man is off limits. That man's woman is off limits as well. I wasn't just referring to, one side of the fence. Stay off the fence, stay from off both sides of the fence. Go on over to that cul-de-sac. This here is secure. Their foundation is secure. They don't need you messing with they damn fences, unlocking gates, or breaking down wood pieces. We don't need none of that. Do you have a partner who breaks their neck to look at somebody that they find attractive every time they see somebody? Do they secretly do it? Do they do it in your face? Do they it is what it is, I'm gonna look, she look better than you, or whatever the case may be. Are they an ass person? Are they a tits person? Do they like, pretty faces, petite bodies, long hair? What is it that they break their neck to look at? We are covering the brand name for copyright issues. But yeah, what is it that makes your partner, man or woman, break their neck to look? I mean, it's just genuinely just looking, like a simple gaze. I personally don't care because they didn't. I mean, come on now, like that's self-explanatory for some. It doesn't bother me that you find someone else attractive. I know I'm very attractive, but they did not stop making sexy people when they made me. I was one of the first ones, but they ain't stopped with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, a few people are very overprotective and very possessive of their partners, so they don't like stuff like that. They don't like their partner looking at another man or woman. They don't like their partner breathing their way. Most people don't even like when their partners are friendly to people in public. I want my bae to be mean, treat them like shit, and then come home and treat me like royalty. The constant on and off of that switch, treating people like shit by day and treating you like royalty by night. He gonna end up flipping the script and confusing himself one day, and you gonna be the shit one day, and the shit gonna be the royalty. Um, it's just many ways that the conversation can go, but I would definitely like to just specifically start alongside like the basis of googly eyes, wandering eyes, lustful people. Um, he's great eye candy, she's great eye candy, but he and she belongs to someone else, no longer making them edible. That man and that woman is expired. Do not eat. So many folks are infatuated with people who are not accessible to them. Whether you have a girlfriend, a wife, a boyfriend, or a husband, you are technically occupied. Not technically, realistically, logically, physically, mentally, spiritually. All the double L's and the Y's. 9 times out of 10, it's nothing special about you specifically. Like, a lot of people like to take it all in stride in the wrong ways when they have people coming to flirt with them, or having people coming to, like, knowing you have a partner and still pursuing you, knowing you have a partner and still trying to get you, in the way that they want you. Because it's psychological for some, but it's just pretty straight to the forward for others. Some people just like breaking up happy homes. Some people are turned on by people having someone at home, not knowing what they're out doing. That's neither here nor there. Shout out to those who are interested in that. I will not belittle anyone here today. What you're into is what you will be respected as. Shout out to my side dishes. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, there's nothing special about you specifically. They're just trying to break up that happy home, that image of a strong foundation, because the thought of being pursued by a taken person is what excites them. Or if they're more evil than they are insecure, their enjoyment comes from having a secret to hold over the innocent partner's head, or to blackmail the cheating partner, whether it's to their advantage financially, physically, mentally, just toying with them because they like, I have a secret that I'll tell your partner if you don't do this, if you don't do that, etc. Y'all gonna have to bear with me because it's finna get smoky in this thing. As I said, some people enjoy sleeping with married people. Some people enjoy sleeping with people that are booed up, whether engaged, boyfriend, girlfriend. Because they're like, if you're not my friend, man or woman, then you're not off limits. I don't have to respect you. A lot of people think like that. You'd be surprised. I'd rather you than me get cheated on type shit. And it's like, if he cheated with you, you think it won't cheat on you? See, that's where y'all get it twisted at. I stated, there was nothing special about the partner, that's being pursued by this lustful individual. But in this case, for the people who specifically like to hunch on occupied people, that's some bullshit. I mean, I was gonna say some judgmental things, but I just stated that we would not be doing that today. But you see in some movies, like even the Harlem Nights, when Sunshine put that thing on him, and he told his wife he was never coming home. Even though that was strictly for a play, for a lit, it still counts. You know what I'm saying? Um, some people are dumb enough to fall for the trap. Like, okay, this person's lesser behind me. Maybe I'll creep around with them this one time, or maybe I'll do this, or maybe I'll do that. A lot of folks fall in love. A lot of folks are silly enough to leave their partner for a one night stand just for you to realize that the person is not even interested anymore nor pursuing you because they've got what they wanted. They've gotten you to cheat. You scratched off the bucket list. Most people don't have sex with the same person multiple times unless, you are one of those who genuinely, I have to have emotions for you if I lay down with you. But I know quite a few people who say, after I have sex with you once, I'm not interested, which is silly, but I'm not one of them. Come here, shit. Let me get back on track. I'm jotting down in my journal, my apologies. The problem goes from minuscule to major when emotions become involved via infidelity. Telling each other I love you and shit, buying gifts that you don't even buy your actual partner. People catch on to this type of shit. Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like, you getting your partner gift card and hand-me-downs or used or fake stuff. Y'all buying the thoughts, Dior, and high-end items and putting them in apartments and buying them cars, co-signing on houses, like really serious shit. Like, it's blasphemous and it leaves me behooved, to say the least. Okay. How dumb can you be to do more for the person who lives in the kingdom with you? There's nothing wrong with community work. But your wife should be fighting for scraps after your side piece. Like, and that was not me endorsing side pieces either. Let's not go in a frenzy. A lot of people take care of their side pieces like immaculately. Make sure they don't want for anything, but let the wife ask them or tell them like you haven't spent any time with the kids, etc. It's gonna be a fuss. It's gonna be a fight. A fight, most likely on purpose, so you could have a reason to leave and go and visit the side piece. I see that in movies too, hell, and in real life. Back to what I was saying, that shit means war. To have your partner, taking care of hoes or other men or etc. whatever gender, you know how I go. Having your partner take care of other people outside of the relationship better than they take care of you. Or in general for that matter. That shit means war. Like that's war. An issue that I see constantly are the ones who want you to cheat, pressuring you to cheat, attempting to minimize your partner and your mind in a predatory, serial exploitation kind of way. Let me repeat that. An issue that I see constantly are the ones who want you to cheat, pressuring you to cheat, attempting to minimize your partner in your mind in a predatory, serial exploitation kind of way. Not only that, the same motherfuckers that stalking you down, holding you down, begging you, trying to blackmail you into fucking them, trying to convince you why you should fuck them, etc. I wouldn't even buy you a pack of noodles. Okay. Noodles are now 4 for $1. They used to be 10 cents. They used to be cheaper than 10 cents. They're now 4 for $1. He still would not buy it. So you mean to tell me just because you told me to, I'm supposed to cheat? Delusion, mental illness, straitjacket. Y'all don't be trying to put folks into better positions, job-wise, home-wise, financially. You know, it's fucked up to say, but niggas will fuck you in the cemetery. They don't care if you got an apartment or not. They don't care about your living arrangements, if you've eaten or if you've taken a bath. Survey says yuck. Like, these folks don't be worried about none of that shit. And when you actually see how some of these people are actually living, that y'all be chasing behind, that's another story. But I don't promote infidelity, as I've said, but if a person, male or female, is trying to put you in CEO positions and or other impressionable opportunities, corporate-wise, federal-wise, business-wise, then I'll leave that decision up to you. But me personally, if I have somebody trying to put me into a CEO position or trying to uplift my business, you will be addressing me as chairman of Banger Etuk. Because I'm going to go for it. Okay? That's just me being real. On either side of the fence, though, and on either side of the spectrum, if you feel comfortable sharing, I definitely would love to hear some of the scenarios, because I've spoken with my friends about this over the last few days before I decided to speak on this specific topic. You'd be surprised how many people actually deal with constant peer pressure of somebody like being rapey, to put it into a smaller basic word, constantly pressuring you, making you feel like if you don't do this, you're less than, or you're a shitty person, and etc. Because these manipulators, they're pretty good with they mouthpieces. They talk a real good game, and it don't take much to convince a lot of people. People fall under peer pressure because they feel like if I just do it this one time, it'll go away. If I have sex with this person, he or she, this one time, they'll stop fucking with me, and I can go and go back with my family. But it most likely never happens that way. If you did it once, I'm sure that person will come back again. I'm not gonna say if you did it once, you will do it twice. But if they did it once, they'll do it twice. Because, as I said, if they catch feelings or if you catch feelings, how many times do you fall in love? That's why I said once. But yeah. So many of us deal with things that you would literally and truly only see in movies, Tyler Perry movies. But knowing you have people out there praying for the downfall of your relationship is pretty crazy if you think about it. I don't want you, but I can't have you for the few little minutes I do want you for my little, own pleasures. I hope your relationship fails. I hope you get divorced, or I hope he puts you out, or I hope he stops taking care of you, Whatever your situation is, just replace the words with your experience, Have you ever had somebody lie and said they had sex with you? Past tense, currently, the hell in the future? How did you handle that? I would definitely love to know, how did you handle that if you ever been lied on? Somebody said that y'all had sex and for a fact. No, I don't remember that one. I asked the question basically because you have those sociopaths, you have those narcissists that are very as I said, skilled with their wordplay and the way they can convince and, manipulate people. You could be with your high school sweetheart and they could be in the background, like, obsessing over you, like, constantly looking for ways to break y'all up or, remove you or remove your partner out of the picture. Like, crime with passion is one of the most, like, common ways, like, people are murdered. And I just wouldn't want to be involved. I just wouldn't want to put myself in that predicament because you don't know how, what trauma people have, or you don't know how people decide they want to deal with things, Like, just because I would get mad or want to fight you about the situation doesn't mean the next person would. They may try to, kill you. So yeah, I don't want to put my life on the line for a +1 or a night of fun because it's not worth it. It's not like some people will kill themselves or they'll kill you or they'll kill a person like that y'all cheated with, you or they, like, whatever, And that shit just don't be worth it in the end because somebody gonna be in jail. Somebody's gonna be, lost, dead, deceased, and the family all three parties, will receive a loss because of that experience alone. One was murdered, one was placed in jail, and the third person be involved in both. Just the trauma, just the experience, just the witness, just the overall stress, the guilt, like all of it. Some are able to keep their obsessions a secret, while some refuse to be without you. And the thought of rejection fuels the anger and the motive behind something evil, forcing yourself to be. Forcing yourself to think you belong with someone is a bit psychotic, and actually acting on it is even more of a red flag, personally. Your partner could see the things I'm describing and potentially believe y'all have something going on, like you're cheating or, because, I mean, you can have somebody stalking you or whatever the case may be, and from certain angles and from certain situations, one would assume like, oh, y'all fucking around. Oh, you must like this person. Ain't nobody gonna, chase you down and do all this for no reason, but not knowing, yes, there are some people who are most definitely willing to chase you down for no reason. As I said, y'all may have something going on, could be a assumption by your partner, and a life could be lost. A person could be placed in jail, as I just said. And before they can actually see the situation before it may be a little bit too late because you never know, how the script may go. You never know if it even goes that far. Like, confrontation could literally happen that very moment, or like, you never know. You could get checked about it that instant they find out, gun come out or knife come out or whatever it may be. If your partner left you behind this situation, if your partner broke up for you for something like this, how would you feel? Would you then entertain the stalker or the person that ruined your relationship or your marriage or common law marriage or domestic, whatever you want to call it? But like I said, if your partner left you behind this, would you then entertain the said stalker? I mean, you no longer have a partner, so how would you go about it? Me personally, I would not entertain the stalker, like, motherfucker. Like, you kind of like, you kind of would be a big dummy to keep fucking with the person that kind of made you lose it all, in a sense, even though it's not all the blame on that person. It's just, as I said, the spectrum goes both ways. If they'll cheat on you, if they'll cheat with you, they'll cheat on you, but as well as if that person is trying to break up your happy marriage or your happy relationship, what makes you think they won't do it for the next person they find sexy, or the next person they feel like that's flirting with them, or making them feel like, oh, I'm so special, and this person loves me for me, and etc. You know how people be like, you mean to tell me you got all of this information from this married man or this married woman? It's crazy. Like me being in my relationship for almost 4 years, I can't even, I'm sitting up here just trying to think, like, I don't even know. I can't place myself in this predicament. Like, this crazy. Like, I have to exhale on that one. As I've said, you guys, this week's topic overall discusses eye candy not being edible. Something that does not belong to you. It's not yours. Your partner having eyes for every person they see or every person they find attractive. Your reaction, your responses, your decisions, your interjections, like, everything that you feel would surround the situation. Because a lot of people know they have partners who do that, and they're like, I don't mind, like, he's been doing this for years, or you know how they be. Hell, some of these partners even look together. Some of these swingers be eyeing these people that they find attractive together and be ready to, like, go on the prowl, like, right then and there. But as I said, that is another story for another day. But most definitely, that wraps up and concludes the final, the final page that I have written for the Teacup with Etuk this week. This one was a bit shorter, just for me having so much to, like, focus on at the moment. I can't even start, like, my new music era is gonna be, like, pretty damn dope. At first, my initial plan when I was recording this episode, like when I had wrote the overall, I was gonna say eulogy, not eulogy. The overall plan and the order that I wanted the events to go in, I was like gonna add a new segment in for like the videos where I always end the video with a freestyle. And I'm like, well, I could, but I just didn't feel like, maybe on days where I'm discussing topics that are like not as lengthy as others, because videos that I'm doing are already 30 minutes, plus. So if I'm doing like a quick little 15 or a quick little 5-minute video or something, or I could just start posting like overall freestyles like on my YouTube, because I never posted on my YouTube. It's mostly just on my Instagram at Banger the Menace, and on my Facebook promotion page at Banger the Menace. But I'll definitely start linking them in so I could start getting a bit more traction and a bit more what's that word? Damn. The word that's includes all the different age groups in one. Variety, hell, something like that. This is what I was supposed to spoke during this episode, because I know I just been like repeating myself, child. I'm under the influence. But thank you so much for tuning in for this Teacup with Etuk. I almost bust my damn chin on this table from this. But see you later.